Alright, welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I was just kind of going through some of the card art, or the Bloomborough pack is what caught my eye, but when I made it in here, I did take a quick peek, and all of these cards are pretty much amazing. This card I covered in the metagame review, or it came up in the metagame review, and I picked one of the control decks to review, and this was one of the creatures showcased in that. The Roddenmouth Viper, going back to when I was noticed, it's like, oh, they have the custom art for the Roddenmouth Viper. I'm looking to pick this up, but some of these cards, I haven't actually gone through all of the Bloomborough set of, because yeah, I was looking at the Sunspine Lynx. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented, and when this creature enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. Some of these cards are just overpowered, or they're all unique and interesting. I was almost thinking you could probably do a deck build around any one of these. Creatures your opponents control have base toughness of 1. That 10-10? No, it's a 1-1. Or at least it's a 1-10. Yeah, I was impressed with some of these cards. But enough dawdling on art. I was, on the note of being able to build decks around those cards. There's some pretty amazing decks I can think of. I was wondering about just getting back to my alchemy ranked. I haven't even rolled this out. I am to red or green at 750. I was red or red or green at 500, I thought. So I'll call that a win. Red or green for my landfall too. I was at a certain point entertaining showcasing my red-white mobilize deck. It needs a little bit of touch-up before I think I'll do that. I'll just run a couple quick games with my landfall deck and see how it holds up. I don't necessarily have high expectations. This is not necessarily one of my weaker decks, but if it doesn't hit fast, it at least loses fast, I guess. So, it is a rush deck. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Keep. Nothing really immediate. That's my main grumble with it. I was wondering if I'll start actually with the Terramorphic Expanse, and then I just drop my Forest. Because I would have rather, on round 3 here, had a non-tapped land. So unless I draw a non-tapped land, at least I can play Tifa this round. And I will just get this out of the way. I know it won't make Tifa come out any faster, I guess, or I don't want them to look at her powering up. A 2-2. So at a certain point, this is almost game. If I do the Traveling Chocobo, and then the Terramorphic Expanse, Tiff is going to hit hard. Like, really hard. I can't drop a +1/+1 counter on her to start with. And it will be a sacrifice in... because I won't get her next round. But I'll have to block that. A 16-2. And we'll see what he has next round. I'm assuming he'll have direct damage or just straight death. And I'll get a shoot poof next round. Destroy target creature. Dead. I was questioning the legitimacy of getting the Terra Symbiosis out now. I really want my Hydra, but I'm pretty sure he's going to kill it. I have no protection for it. And I didn't have quite enough to do like the Shoot Poof and the Rock-a-Lanche, but now I can actually do... create a 4/4 dragon. Nice. If I do Zell... I was thinking I can do the Rock-a-Lanche for my draw, because this will get my draw engine going. It'll only get me 3 cards, but not a bad place to start. Now I can drop my starting town. Oh. In a way, I'm not sure why he didn't defend with his 4/4 there. That wasn't a trap. The Rotten Mouth Viper. I was just looking at the custom art on that. I'll take the 4 life. I thought I could sacrifice a card. Doom to doom. So, if I do the Shoot Poof, I can't do Zell for my double land drop. If I do Zell, I can do the Shoot Poof. It's only going to get 1 any which way. So, give them both 1. And he's going to push and basically make me start taking direct damage. The Rotten Mouth Viper's mean. Assuming destroy target creature. I don't have anything with Rush in this deck. So I can here basically discard a card, Shoot Poof, and one of my walk-in closets to lose 0 life. And next round, I mean, it's over if I can't actually push through right here. And I should have been paying a little more attention on my land drop. The Shoot Poof gave me +1/+1. Ordeal of Nylea. Coming up next round. I can overprotect and just trample through. 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 to 8. It's over. That was a close game. That was definitely not a landslide in my favor. Having a little bit more control, like my lifelink deck, I think does help. So, 1 more. Normally they're kind of quick games. But yeah, 250 for my first win for the day. And I would kind of like to knock out that daily, because I do want the coins to buy that pack. Or, it was, oh, I mean, 1,400 coins I could get the custom art for the Rodmouth Viper. I like the looks of that, right? Not much for creatures I can do early, but I have the protection and the... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And what are we waiting on? I think he's still looking to mulligan, or... His little ice lion. And a lot of people seem to have the run this character. I'm not sure if he was super popular at one point, or I don't even recognize it. It's like a dude and a dragon. Moving on. Still nothing I can do. Toph at 4, Waystone's Guidance. I don't have really anything to help shut that down. The next thing he plays is going to have... come in with Mobilize 2. Or Mobilize 1. They nerfed this card. Which is interesting. Impact Tremors. This actually looks a lot like my Mobilize deck. So I can play both of these, play Toph, or I can do the Ideal of Nylea push. So I'd actually have to Yeah, so what I'll do is that the Ordeal of Nylea. Get both of my lands down. Do an Ordeal of Nylea. Was even wondering about it. I can almost overprotect. Now? That would actually probably be a bad idea. So yeah, next round I can drop Toph. Pull my... I don't have a sorcery to pull, though. And the Ordeal of Nylea is not going to get me until the round 3. Let's just see what he does. Mobilize 4. That comes out with a Mobilize 1. I swear the Del Calvin Puck piece used to have Mobilize 4. Neither here nor there at this point. If I drop my forest... I was wondering the legitimacy of earthbending up and getting the 2/2. The Terramorphic Expanse. The Overprotect will almost just push through at this point. 7. I really want to make him... have to block it. Good game. So, with that being said, I'm probably just going to call it 2 wins, and I think I will get back to it. How many more? But I could use break. Yeah. Ho ho ho! I got a Legend of Roku, and I'm happy with that. Like, very happy with that. And the Legend of Kyoshi. Yeah, I'm not even halfway through it. I was hoping to get 900 coins, but I will do that offline or whatever. So yeah, with that, I look forward to playing some Magic in the future.